Hi, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. In this lesson I'm hoping we can get the main menu updates complete. And with that said, let's come straight to play hover sound. And we're going to fill out this function. It is fairly simple. We begin with an if statement. We open and close bracket, we say main menu fade value is less than 1, and we've done this sort of thing many times now, where we just make sure that the screen has faded in. So in the comments it's less than 1, we're going to return. We'll close the line off and our normal comment of then do nothing and return. Let's come below again, another if statement, and what we want to do is make sure it's playing the correct audio clip. So we want main menu audio source dot clip double equals underscore hover on button audio. If clip equals hover audio, we can just return the same comment again. However, we want to assign that clip if it isn't already, so we're going to say main menu audio source dot clip is going to equal the underscore hover on button audio into the comments audio clip equals hover audio. We'll come below again the audio source, main menu audio source dot loop. We don't want it to loop, so we make that equal to false. Set audio not to loop. And we also want to play the audio, so main menu audio source dot play. Open and close brackets, close the line off, into the comments play hover audio. Now, I'm sure you already know why this is here. Now, you may be confused about this part where we're returning. You might say, well, we're calling this function to play the hover sound, like here in the previous function, but we'll never reach audio play if we're returning here and the audio clip is already equal to the hover audio. Now please don't worry about that, because we are going to fix that very shortly. So with that said, before we do that, let's come here to these two IEnumerator functions. Now I'm going to delete the quit game one, and load level, I'm just going to empty that function. Going to change it to load main level. We'll come inside, and first thing we'll do is yield return null. Let's get that into the comments. Return a null value to begin. We'll come below async operation. That's going to equal the scene manager dot, and we want load scene async. Open and close brackets, close that line off. Inside the brackets, the little speech marks, And I'm going to use game_world. That's what I'm going to change my naming convention to. So let's get this into the comments. And all we're doing is loading a scene just via the async operation. So let's put this into the comments. Start to load the main level. Come below async operation dot allow scene activation, and this is going to be equal to false. Close that line off, and we'll say but set scene activation to false. And that basically means we're not going to allow the scene to activate until it's done loading. That's all that line means. Now this will work on the free version of Unity, just in case you were worried. This will still work if you're just using the free version. And in fact, I'm using the free version to actually record these videos, because I don't want to do anything in this lesson that only a certain amount of people can actually do. I want everybody to be able to do it, so please don't worry about that. But we'll come below, we'll say while open and close brackets, open and close again. We're going to come inside this first set of brackets, we're going to say exclamation mark underscore async operation dot is done. So as you can remember, the exclamation mark basically means is not. And for some reason I had a little bit of freeze up then, but not to worry, let's continue. So let's get this into the comments. While async operation is not done, let's come inside this second set of brackets. We're going to say async and let me have a look. I'm just going to come to the top, and we need to create another variable. Sorry, I thought I'd already created it. This can be of type private float underscore async loading value. Let's close that line off. Into the comments, defines naming convention for the async loading value. And in fact, because I haven't created that, I probably made a mistake. Let's have a look. Yep, void on GUI, and it's this line here. If starting game equals true, and we say loading level plus async operation, that should be async loading level. So my apologies for that. So I've just copied and pasted that new naming convention in. And we're also going to use it here. Async loading value is equal to the async operation dot progress, and that's going to be times 100. We'll say make, let's just say async loading value equal to async progress. And now we need to check if the scene has actually finished loading. Yeah, I think I will put a comment here. and we'll say check if the load has finished. If open and close brackets again, inside underscore async operation dot progress. Now I'm not going to say equal to 1 because I find that doesn't work too well. Instead, what I find works better is greater than equals 0.9f into the brackets if progress is greater than or equal to 0.9f underscore async operation dot allow scene activation can now be true. The loading has finished, so we can activate the scene, then set scene activation to true. We're also going to yield return null again. Close that line off, into the comments, return a null value. So let's now come up to the void update, and it's this line we want. Oh, it's actually already set. So if starting game is double equal true, start core routine, load main level. This is probably different, this line. I've already gone ahead and changed it, and just in case you're wondering the reason why, it's because I already tried to record this video. Unfortunately, I had a problem with the audio on the recording, so I thought I'd actually reversed all the changes I had made, but obviously I didn't reverse this line, so my apologies, but it doesn't really matter as long as you come to your void update where we're fading out equals true and fade value is greater than 0. If starting game equals true, we need now to start that core routine that we've just completed. So let's have a look now at what else we need to do. So I'm going to come to the on hover sound manager. I'm going to come right to the bottom of the function, and what we're going to do is stop the sound from playing if we move the mouse cursor away from any of the buttons. So we begin with if open and close bracket. So this will automatically fix this problem here that I explained earlier. The reason why we still be able to play is because we're going to set the sound clip to null if we move the mouse off of them. So with that said, let's come inside this brackets. We're going to say exclamation mark underscore. We want start button rect dot contains. Again, because we're using an exclamation mark, it means does not or is not. So if the start button rect does not contain the mouse cursor, which we're going to do now. We'll open and close brackets again. Inside this set of brackets, we're going to say input dot mouse position. So it does not contain the mouse position. We're going to come in between these closed brackets. We're going to say double and enter. And then we're going to copy from the exclamation mark to this closed bracket here. We're going to paste that in. And we're also going to put a double and again. Let's paste it in again. And we're going to change these to obviously the options button rect and the quit button rect. We'll come to the end of the line here after the second close bracket. Now we're not going to close the line off yet. We're going to enter. We're going to say underscore main menu audio source dot clip. We're going to say equal, and this is where we set it to null. Now we can close the line off. So into the comments, if start button rect does not contain the mouse cursor, let's just copy all of that. We'll paste it into the next line. We'll change if to and. The options button rect does not contain the mouse cursor. We'll paste it in again. Again, if to and. We'll change that to quit. And in the null line, we'll say then set audio clip to null. And let's save that off. And in the very next lesson, we'll begin to start putting the project back together. If you've done like me, and you've actually created a new project for this overhaul, you can import your main level back into this project along with the other scripts we've created and all the other assets. And as I said, in the very next lesson, we'll continue on overhauling this project and we'll test to make sure everything is working. So I think we'll leave it here for this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.